Hey there, seeing what is on the screen here, whenever I place my hand, this LED turns off, and whenever I remove, this LED turns on. So basically, this is an LDR sensor, and using this, we are controlling the LED light here. So what exactly is LDR? LDR means Light Dependent Resistor. So whenever some light falls on this, then it will react. So now, as we are seeing that light is falling on this, that is my flashlight or my room light, which is falling on that. That is why we can see that this light is on. And whenever I block the light by placing my hand on this sensor, this LED here will turn off, and whenever I remove it, it will turn on. So this is how it is going to work. So this project here is also a very simple project, as we have made all the projects very simple way. So we have made this in very minimal uh, components. So let us start with that, and first we will see the circuit diagram, and then we will move on to the next part of the video. Yeah, so as we saw in the circuit diagram, so all we need is an Arduino and an LDR sensor. So these are important, and an LED light in which we have soldered and 220 ohm resistor. It can be any powered resistor, because why are we using resistor is because this LED is not so strong to carry the current which is coming from the Arduino, because Arduino is taking current directly from the PC, and this LED is not so strong to manage that. So that reason we are using this resistor here. And now all we need is a jumper wire, that is 3 jumper wires are enough, and a connector and a PC for giving the power supply for our Arduino. So now let us start with the connections. So all we need to do is, first I will connect all the pins of LDR sensor with the help of jumper wires like this. So yeah, now all the pins are connected in the LDR sensor. Now what I'm going to do is I will connect these pins. So in the LDR sensor, as we can see that there are some readings here. So what exactly is that? That is D0, D0 and GND and VCC. As we know that this D0 will be going to the second pin of the Arduino of digital PWK. So that is digital pins. So here it will be going on. And next, the rest, these VCC will be going to the fifth pin of 5 volts pin of the Arduino, and the GND will be for the ground. And here the resistor path will be going to the ground because it is connected to the negative end of the LED. So where the current is flowing back, that is where we need the resistors. So this will be going to ground, and the positive pin will be going to 13. So you can say anode and cathode also. So now let us make the connections with this. So as I told you that the DO pin here will be going to the second pin of the Arduino, pin number 2, and the GND pin, which is in between, will be going to the ground itself, and this power pin will be going to 5 volts of the Arduino. Yeah, so as we can see that our connection is ready now. So all we need to do is we will connect it with Arduino, and I will connect it to PC and make the coding for that. And now because the code is already present in the Arduino, this is working now. So like whenever I place my hand here, the LED is not turning off. Why? Because I have pressed the reset button, and now it is not working in a perfect condition. So now all we need to do is we need to implement the code in that, and let us see the coding part now. So this is the code which will be inserting in our Arduino so that it will understand that whenever the light falls on the LDR, the LED needs to be turned on. And whenever the light goes off, then the LED needs to turn off. So this is the code which we'll be using to do that. So now what we are going to do is first we will define the pins. So like pin number 2 will be D open, which is connected from the LDR. So pin number 2 will be getting the output from the sensor. And the green LED, so it can be any color because now here it is blue color I'm using, but here I have written green LED so that it will be easier for us to understand. So green LED will be on the pin number 13. So you can change this 13. You can make it 10. You can make it 12 or 11 or anything. Now I have used it 13 because it will be better if it is not so far from the negative point of that. Next we have is, so now we have defined both the things, that is output and the LED. So this output is software output and this output is the hardware. You can that will be easy for you to understand. Next we have is void setup. So now in void setup, as we can see that so serial communication here will be beginning from 9,600 bounds. This is common number in all the projects which we are doing now. If you're going for higher projects or you want something higher bounds, you can make it as per your requirements. Now pin modes. We are setting up the pin modes. So what are the pin modes is D naught pin will be input of what? D naught pin is the output for the sensor. But for the Arduino, the D naught pin will be output and the green LED, that is the blue LED which we are using, will be the output of the Arduino. So now the digital write will be green LED will be low when there is light. That means it will be turned on, sorry, turned off whenever there is no light. Now we want the same thing to be done in a loop. That means we want it to be repeated. So now light state, the light state will be our LED light wala thing. So digital read will be D open, and if light state equal to high, that is the light state means the LDR is receiving some light. If it is receiving some light, then we have to print that LED, the light is not present. Okay. If in case it is low, that is it is receiving the light, that means the light is present. And if the light is present, the green LED will be high. So this is what we are defining in our program. And now let us verify if there is any error or something in. So yeah, here as we can see that there is an error. So what error is that? So we have mistakenly written this W word and extra. So we will remove this and we will re-verify that. So now as we can see that there is no error in our program. So this is how we do debugging also. And yeah, so now that error was made by mistake and we have rectified it, and we will select the port and the Arduino. As we can see that I have already selected it, and I will upload the code. So when a code is uploaded, uh, our project will start working. So for that, we will go to serial monitor and we will see that. So now LED is present. Why? Because my room light and the flashlight of the camera is, falling on the LDR. So it is saying light is present. And the LED will be turned on. So this is how it will work. So whenever I keep hand or whenever the light goes off, the LED will turn off. Okay, so this is how this will work. So as we can see that like it is reading the sensor for every second. That is for every second it is reading. Why? Because we have programmed our Arduino to read the value for all the seconds. So this is how we make it, and now we will see the output. Yeah, so after inserting the code, as we can see that whenever the light is falling on this LDR, this LED is on. That means this LED is switched on. So when, sorry, yeah. So whenever I keep my hand on this LDR sensor that is here, so this is where it is sensing. So if this light is on here in the LDR, that means there is no light. I mean, there is a light falling on that. If this gets switched off, that means there is no light falling on that, and the same way this LED will turn off. You can say make it opposite also, like whenever the light is falling on that, it will be off, and whenever the light goes off, then it will turn on. You can also do that, but I'm not doing it. And see, yeah, so this is the output we got from our project. So now we learned how to use this LDR sensor with the help of Arduino and in a very simple form. So that's it for today. See you in the next video, future robot builders.